Welcome back to Bounce Around Charleston. I am so excited because standing here with me is a very, very special guest. None other than Christian comedian Akintunde. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm great.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Glad to be here.
Okay.
I just want to thank y'all for having a desk where I can actually stand up.
Oh, right.
Because it's one thing to look good standing up. It's hard to look good sitting down.
It's
when
you got
all this around. Oh my God. And every TV show, I'm always like sitting like I look pregnant sitting down. So thank you. I can stand up. Thank you.
So we're winning. Awesome.
Yes.
So listen, Akintunde, listen, here at Bounce Around Charleston, Bounce Around Studios,
yes,
we just like to cut straight to the chase. So
yes.
You're a Christian comedian.
Yes.
Make me laugh right now.
See, now why do people do that? See, people don't do that to plumbers. You don't see a plumber in the grocery store talking, oh, you're a plumber, fix my pipes. You know,
but you did it.
They do it to comedians all the time. Yeah. I'm in the barber shop, well, not the barber shop no more, obviously, but anywhere I am, people find I'm a comedian, like, make me laugh, say something funny. I'm like, come on, that's a lot of pressure. At PTA meetings with my kids,
wow.
like, hey, you're a comedian, make me laugh. Like, come to the show.
Right, we'll see. And that's just who you are. It's a part of you, so it just oozes out.
Well, hopefully.
It does.
Thank you.
So tell us why you're here in Charleston.
Well, I'm here for this weekend. I'm here for the Rebirth of Comedy Tour. It's actually called the Rebirth of Comedy Presents David Mann, a.k.a. Mr. Brown, and Akintunde Live. We're doing a national tour, and Charleston, I'm excited to say, is one of our main stops. And we'll be here Sunday at Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church, Sunday 6 o'clock p.m. David, myself, and another comedian friend of ours named Mark Gregory. Be just 2.5 hours of a high-level, high-quality comedy.
I'm sure we're all excited about it because everyone knows David Mann and everyone. I heard some great things about Mark Gregory as well.
Yeah, Mark Gregory is actually Dick Gregory's nephew. And if you know legendary comedian Dick Gregory, I'm talking about old school comedy activist. That's his nephew, and Mark Gregory actually won a national stand-up comedy talent search that we hold every year called the Search for the One. And Mark Gregory was the one out of 40 comedians, I believe it was this year. He was the funniest person.
Right.
Yeah.
So bouncers, you definitely don't want to miss this event. This is December 20th at Mount Moriah Baptist Church. So, I mean, tell us, well, here in Charleston, I'm sure you've heard of the recent tragedies that we've all faced.
Of course.
And so now is such a perfect time for us to embrace comedy. So what do you want your audience to walk away with? I
want them to walk away with wholeness, with healing. Laughter is a healer. It really does. It heals the spirit, heals the mind, and it actually releases physical endorphins into your body that actually can heal your physical body. Wow. And of course, it heals your spirit. So definitely, I want people to come out. There's nothing. You can bring your mama, your granddaddy, your grandmama, your kids. Everybody can come. This is a total family show. But at the same time, it's so funny that the entire family will want to come.
Everybody.
So that's the great value of being able to come to a city that has had so many challenges as Charleston has had this past year. It's been a tough year for South Carolina. I'm a South Carolinian.
Yes, you are.
So, even though I'm not living in Charleston, I feel the pain, definitely the shock and the awe. I felt it too. So definitely it was very important for us to come to Charleston and participate and be prayerfully a blessing to the people.
And what a beautiful gift. And we appreciate your presence coming here.
Thank you.
To uplift the community.
Thank you.
So you're not limited to just standing on the stage doing comedy. Your hands are in different areas as well. What are some of your upcoming projects, events?
Well, I love to write. I produce. I've been a writer for almost 20 years now. So I had my first screenwriting deal, I think, when I was like 25. So it's been a long time. So, but we're currently in the project of working on a feature film about legendary South Carolina coach Taft Watson. So he is the most winningest South Carolina basketball coach in South Carolina history. So he won both the girls and boys state championship on the same day in 1994.
Wow,
amazing. Yes. So and then his life is just so amazing off the court. Wonderful man in the community, mentor to literally hundreds of young people coming up playing basketball. He had a terrible tragedy in his life that he overcame, and then also exercised the love of God through forgiveness. So we're producing a faith-based feature with and him on his life, and it's going to be a powerful project. Even a South Carolina pastor is working on it with us. Pastor Bishop Michael Blue out of Marion, South Carolina, is one of the executive producers on it, and we're excited because we believe this is a faith-based feature that's going to have a huge impact and be very successful and be something very wonderful that South Carolina can be proud of.
So we're looking forward to that too. So you're definitely going to have to come back.
Oh yeah.
And let us know.
Oh yes.
Some more juicy details about that.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
So Akintunde, someone as special as you, we are always looking out for that young person that's home, that's thinking about, you know what, I'm a funny person, or I would like to do that. I aspire to do that.
Right.
What would you say to that young boy, young girl, or adult?
Right.
What would you say to encourage them to go after their dreams in the line of?
Number one, have faith in God. That I can tell you, the only reason I'm standing here today as an actively working Christian comedian, screenwriter, who with hundreds of television show credits, writing credits, living in South Carolina, is by the faith of God. That's only the way it's possible. So I would say to that person, literally, step out there, start exercising your faith, go somewhere, find a stage, and do your comedy. Comedy is a muscle, and you got to build it. If you don't lift, you don't work out, you're not going to get stronger. So find those stages, and then from there, reach out to people. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Ask questions. You know, I'll never forget. I stood outside of a radio station that Steve Harvey was in for hours and waited. And then I got in the station and I asked them both. I said, "Hey, you know, I'm a young comedian in this city," and I said, "I never get a chance to go up on big shows like yours." And I said, "Could I have 5 minutes on your show?" And he looked at me. He was like, "Hey, you want 5 minutes on Steve Harvey's show?" And I'll never forget it. And I said, "Yes, sir, I do." He said, "All right, be to the club tonight at 7:45. And I was like, wow. And I went to that club, and he gave me 5 minutes on 2 shows that night. I never forget that. But I was just, you know, being bold enough to ask, having the faith enough to ask, and God made a way for me.
Wow, doing the work, stepping out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much for being here on Bounce Around Charleston. We will definitely look forward to this event on Sunday at Mount Moriah.
Yes.
Baptist Church is the Family Life Center. So
can I say this?
Yeah, sure.
I'm excited about your success. This right here, you never know who. She is going to be somebody major one day. She's already somebody major, but you're going to see it one day. So I'm glad to say I was on your show, this show with you today.
Well, I received that here on Bounce Around Charleston.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, stick around. We have great music coming up after this break.